All right, all right, all right. What's up, Cowboy Huddle? And welcome to the Cowboy Huddle on this Monday Night Madness. Oh, yeah.
Monday Night Madness, y'all.
We flipped the script tonight, y'all. So it's not What's Up Wednesday, it's Monday Night Madness. So, we've been talking about it. We say, well, dang, man, it's a long layover. So we got to give folks something before Sunday. So we decided to come on tonight. So we want to thank everybody for being on here tonight. So on this Monday night, and here we are with some heavy hitters tonight. Next to me is Allow Me to Buddy in Sports, which is my main man, Rue. Below him is Dallas Cowboy Chris. And right below me is the man, the 92,000 man, 21, Armando 21. Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, here we are, guys. So, hey, man, first of all, let us say Happy New Year. Happy 2023.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's. I hope everybody was safe out there. There was so many goddamn gunshots. I hope y'all safe out
bro.
there. Bro, it wasn't even. I see so many videos of people getting like close calls and stuff. So hope everybody was safe out there. Happy New Year's.
Yeah, man. No joke, man. Because we just heard a friend of ours, man. They was on New Year's Eve. A stray bullet came through their house and hit their daughter, and she's in the hospital now, man. And they're trying to see if they can bring her sight. I don't know where she got hit at, man. So. You guys got to understand, man. I understand we're trying to celebrate, but, man, we got to be careful with these guns, man. This young lady is laying up in the hospital right now, because a stray bullet come through the house, man. So, but anyway, man, we're going to send out our prayers to the family and, a speedy recovery for them as well. So, hey, guys, let's get on into the – so, Rue, what's going on with you, buddy?
Man, I'm chilling, baby. I'm ready for the week. They gave us a gift, so appreciate you, Andy Dalton. The Red Rocket strikes again.
Yeah, that's real talk. Dallas Cowboy Chris, how you doing today with your Huck smash on your microphone tonight?
Say, man, you know what the big fellas always doing. Both of the big fellas, we live in the life of the 300-pounders. When the grandkids leave toys everywhere, you just got to put them somewhere.
Put them to use. That's what you can do. Just put them to use, right?
Exactly.
21 Armando, talk to me, man? What's going on, brother?
Man, hey, if we played on Thursday, so it kind of felt a little bit long, man. So we got the huddle, we got the Monday Madness huddle. We had to, make an early appearance because it just feels too long to Wednesday. But we gotta, we gotta chop it up, man. We got like Rue said. We got some good news on Sunday. We're still winning.
Let's just first before we get started, got to thank everybody for being a part of this channel, man. And we just thank y'all because we would not be right where we are without you, ladies and gentlemen. And we just want to give you a big thank you. Thank you for everything you have done. We're continually climbing and we're continually growing. So it's the Cowboy Huddle where we come together in the Cowboy Huddle and talk about our Cowboys. So here we are. So, man, let's jump into this, man. What the crap happened, Dallas Cowboy Chris, on Sunday?
Well, a lot of things happened. I was recovering from alcohol poisoning that you gave me. We watched some good football. The Hootats, who I've never cheered for ever in my life. I was like, hey, y'all did something. That was the only person from TCU I cheered for this weekend. Andy Dalton, the Red Rocket, did it. Hey, man, look, it was a wonderful Sunday. Wonderful Sunday. Good news for the Cowboys. But as Cowboy fans, let's pump the brakes a little bit because I don't never want other teams to control my destiny. If we win against Jacksonville, it'd be real interesting Sunday. Okay? Yeah. We win against Green Bay, it'd be real interesting Sunday. Okay? Right. It really would. But hey, here we are. We got to eat the Cheerios. Mama got the one with no sugar. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, I
I'm
hate
taking off
those.
I am. Hey, you gotta put a little sugar in it. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta eat that. You gotta eat that Cheerios, okay?
I'm looking
So
for the Frosted Flakes, man.
hey, now you gonna get that Kellogg's, the one with no sugar on it.
Straight Kellogg. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
y'all know what I'm talking about. Hey,
Oh my
hey,
God.
we ain't always had good jobs, Gary. Anyway,
Damn.
we've had to struggle a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're right.
but basically, what I'm saying, Cowboy fans, hey man, this has been a fun season. It's coming to a conclusion, but we want to keep going. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
this past Sunday, it just added a little bit more enjoyment to the Sunday coming up, and I'm excited.
Yeah, for sure. Because right now, we like I put on the title, the Cowboys find themselves in a good position. What do you think about that? Allow me to butt in.
I mean, honestly, I'm just curious who we end up playing at this point because there's so many different options. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it could be Seattle, it could be Green Bay, it could be Tampa Bay. We could somehow end up with this 1 seed because, I mean, I'll never count out a division opponent, even though I really have a hard time finding out how the Cardinals are going to beat the 49ers, especially after what we saw against the Raiders. I mean, it's gonna be nuts, but it's just like where are we going, and could we get the 2? Because I feel like the 2 is definitely a possibility because the
It's
Giants
possible.
look like they're gonna play. So, and the Eagles, I don't know if they're gonna play Jalen. I feel like they should play Jalen because, like I said from the very beginning when he first caught the injury, if he can play, I wouldn't, even if they had the bye week secured and all that, it's like you still want to see that man play. I wouldn't want him to take a whole month off before heading into his second playoff game of his career.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? And that's the question. 21 Armando, how hurt is hurt?
That is the question.
Damn.
I actually read right now when I was on live on TikTok, somebody commented that they feel like they're hiding something from us for as far as hurt, because it's a big deal. That's
Right.
that's their quarterback. That we've seen it these past 2 games. They can't win without Hurts. So for the Eagles, their sake, like Ruth said, they should play him because you don't want to go in there rusty after missing so long. And in the playoffs is a different animal. We all know that.
Facts. So true, man. And man, I'm telling you, it's. I mean, I'll take the gift, man. I tell you, it was a
Oh, yeah,
great gift.
definitely.
But I had always said in the beginning, I say since I think we exposed that secondary with with our offense as far as that shiesty secondary that Philadelphia claims to be a number 1 secondary, but I beg to differ. And basically, Saints did basically the same thing. I mean, it's I say 10 points is enough to win a game, but you can't give up 20.
Yeah.
Again, this is what the defense is doing. So, man, that is something now. And bit with that being said, now, the questions being asked now, guys, is we got this one guy from the issue, which is off TikTok. I want to share with y'all real quick, and he just did some numbers deal, and I think a lot of Eagles fans are getting pissed off due to the fact that this guy has come up with these numbers. And let's just take a listen to what he had to say on this real quick. So
Let's listen to it. Let's listen to it.
just check this out, Nick. Tell me what y'all think. Can you hear it?
No.
No.
Okay, my bad. Let me start it over. Hold on. I got it on mute. That's why y'all can't hear it.
Yeah, I just saw a little mute button there.
Yeah, there we go. Let's try this again. But check this out, guys. Tell me what you guys think. This is crazy. You know who I thought this was? I thought this was Cowboys beat at first. Kind of looks like him. Check it out though, guys.
To crown Jalen after Gardner Minshew's performance, I go, now Jalen would have been much better. Jalen would have won that game. That's interesting. Let's look. The Eagles average 23.5 first downs per game. That's weird because Saturday they had 25 with Gardner. And Jalen averages 250 yards to the air, and Gardner had 355. Well, with Tim, Jalen runs. Okay, well, runs for an extra 50 a game. That's 300 total. Gardner threw for 355 total. So total yards, Gardner produces more. How about the team? The team averages 6 yards per play on average. That's weird because Saturday with Gardner, they averaged 6.5. Well, maybe Gardner sucked on third down, right? That's a big down to the side backup and starter, right? Another team averages 48 and they converted 57% on Saturday. So, and they didn't even get sacked, by the way. So you tell me who's really better. So everyone wants to crown.
This actually makes me feel good.
I mean, the numbers don't lie, man. And this guy, you know, and I'm not that thorough like that. I mean, this guy, I don't know how he pulled those numbers up, but he did. But and I always question. I'm like, well, damn, what is the difference between? Because Miss you threw for 355 yards against us, and when Jalen played against the first time, he only threw for 126. So you know, I know this is just numbers, but you know, this is something that the Eagles might need to look at.
Oh, yep.
What do you think? What do you think, Rue?
If I stick with what I've been saying, I never really looked at Jalen as the reason why this offense was extremely successful. To be honest, I don't think he can throw that ball that well downfield. I know he's had some moments throughout this season, so I know all the clips are going to come out right after what I just said. But it's like, it's not like a consistent level of play. Just look at his numbers. He's had that before the injury. I will give him this. Those 2 games before the injury, he was really starting to look like he was coming along. Because he had a couple good games against division opponents where I'll give him that. And it was like, hey, he's looking like he's, you know, that guy at the, you know, with the number 1 seed that's, you know, rolling into the playoffs. But obviously now with the injury, you're starting to see like a lot of things with this offense still look like this offense. But let's not forget, they didn't look like themselves against the Saints. These numbers are against us and our secondary, and the fact that it's been depleted. And it's really a bunch of moving pieces right now because we got guys all over the place except for Trayvon Diggs, who, again, he's traveling all over the field just because there's not as much depth as there was at the beginning of the season for the secondary for this defense. So there's a lot of different variables to go into question of why Minshew had the performance that he had, but it didn't continue. I mean, he had a decent game, 270 through the air, but he had the pick, only the 1 touchdown, and it's like the defense for the New Orleans just showed up, took the ball away when they could, and like just held them. I mean, they held them to 10 points. So it's not that it obviously doesn't look the same without Jalen. So I got to give Jalen credit, but I never thought of Jalen as that guy to begin with. I never thought of him as the MVP candidate. I really thought of him as a product of everything that's going on around him. The fact that the great the number 1 O-line, good run game, solid receiver, like receiving core, all the pieces are there.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's so true. And and again, with Jalen Hurts, again, Nick felt the need to let's play to his strength, which was the RPO. And like I say, we have witnessed what the RPO, the pros and cons of running the RPO can be. We saw what happened to our quarterback. Sure enough, we kept saying in due time, this guy's going to take a hit. And big number 95 from Chicago pounced on him. He about the size of Chris and pounced on him.
That's a big fella. That's a big fella.
He lightweight.
Oh, he lightweight. Yeah. So, and that's the question. How hurt is this Jalen Hurts guy? Because now they just been served up their 3rd loss. I mean, should Chris, do you think they should be concerned, or is it just more we're going to continue to rest Jalen Hurts? We're going to wait to the playoff. I mean, what are they thinking, you think?
It's a yes and no answer for me. Okay.
Okay.
It's always going to be an overreaction because they been winning all year, and then all of a sudden they got these 2 back-to-back losses. Okay. So everybody going to overreact. You know how it goes. It's an overreaction. But the whole thing is, on Sunday, I was getting text messages from Eagle fans. I'm reading one now. Hold on, let me read it. We're pretty much handing y'all the division. We can't do S without Jalen. This is right here. I wish I could blow it up on the screen. Oh my God, let me read one more. These Eagle fans texting me. Okay,
read that again. What it say?
You want me to read it one more time? I'm gonna go back.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, verbatim. Okay, we're pretty much handing y'all the division. We can't do S without Jalen.
Who's that from?
I can't say that.
I know
Bro,
it.
you can't say that.
I can't disclose.
Who's that from?
I will not disclose it.
Who's
Okay,
it from?
I am. It's very much confidential. Okay, so then, so then I get another text message from an Eagle fan. Miss you play like shit. But the week before, when they lost to us, y'all almost lost to Minshew. Minshew is this, Minshew is that. Bro, it's a division game. Every division game is going to be tough. You guys they were at home, thought they were just going to walk over the Saints, just like we thought we were going to walk over the Jags, okay? And they played down to their competition, just like we played down to the Jags, and that's what happened. Now, on the Jalen Hurts situation, okay, they're playing that real close to the vest because they don't want everybody to know if it's something serious or if they're resting him. But like this, if Jalen Hurts don't play Sunday, it's something serious.
Yeah.
Okay? Because if they go out and they don't play him and actually win and still that'll be 5 weeks before the boy plays.
Yes.
And you want to have him sitting out 5 weeks before this blue train come running to town?
I mean, shoot, not in.
That's
not
a long
even
time being off.
I'm sending my mama with a walker and a hover round to go hit his ass. I don't care. Land on him. Whatever we got to do, okay? Because I like any pain from any Eagle fan is very much enjoyment to me.
Woo. Rue, what were you going to say there, Rue?
Man, I can't even remember. I was gonna say
damn,
something.
boy, I tell you. What you got, 21?
No, and just like Chris was saying, for honestly, for me as a Cowboy fan, I hope he doesn't play. Just so we can, going into, like I said, the playoffs is a different monster. We've seen it all too close for Cowboy fans, so we know it's different. And if you go in to the playoffs, having that much of a layoff,
that's a long time.
Yep.
That's a long time. And that's what I was just getting ready to say, man. Do you want your quarterback? We was talking about, the coach was, the conversation about us resting our starters. I said, no, Dak don't need no time off. Hell no. No, Dak need to keep playing it as well as the rest of the starters due to the fact how we played against the Titans. And true enough, we say we played down today. But again, I like what his name DeBall said.
Yeah.
DeBall said he said my players can rest at the end of the season.
Daboll, yeah.
I like that attitude.
Daboll.
Daboll,
the Giants coach Daboll.
Yeah.
I mean, but dude, I'm the believer in that too, man. I mean, everybody had played ball. The anticipation drove me crazy. Okay, bye weeks drove me crazy. Man, athletes will play. It's kind of like, how a racehorse get antsy right before a race. They trying to calm them down because they just want to get in the gates and go. It's the same thing with professional athletes, man. I want them to get out there and run. I want them to get and then when you put them in that mindset, man, that's when you get hurt. Oh, we're gonna only play out for a half. Oh, we're gonna do this. No. If you're playing, you playing. And I don't believe in resting players at all, bro. I mean, it's a football god thing. If your players get hurt, ain't nothing you can do about that, bro. What did they expect Jalen Hurts to get hurt 2 weeks ago? No, they didn't. But now it's a problem. So ain't nothing you can do. They weren't gonna rest him in week 14.
Right. What's that, Rue? What you got?
Well, what I was gonna say, man, take for example what the Jaguars did. Jaguars played a meaningless game, just on Sunday, but they against Houston. Win or lose that game, it meant nothing. They have to beat the Tennessee Titans this coming week to get into the playoffs. But what do? They go in, they roll them in the first half, and then basically they treat it like a preseason game. How this game felt like it should have been for us. I felt like we had our players in for so long, and it's like I get it, and I for the most part I agree with what you're talking about, Chris, because it's like you want your players to play, but sometimes I want them to play. I mean, a lot of for the most part I want them to play situationally as well, because it's like I want them to play, but if they handle business and we just move on forward, you keep the rhythm and you keep your guys fresh for the games to come.
Right.
And it's like I get the best of both worlds if I get that scenario. Now, when it comes to Jalen, whether he's hurt or not is really the question here. Like if he's seriously like to the point where it's like, I mean, it's his throwing shoulder, it's a sprain.
Yeah.
If he's to the point where he can't play, I'll tell you this, they better get that bye week because I'd hate for them to lose that bye week and then him have to play because it's the playoffs and it's like he gonna take the shot in the shoulder and just get in there and play. You know how that's gonna go.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Right, the Giants are going to show up and play. I know
Heck
that.
yeah.
I mean, just from what Brian Daboll said, that those guys are trying to catch a.
Well, the Giants, they just beat the mess out of the Giants. The Giants was embarrassed at home. That's why they want to play. That's why they want to play Sunday, just to get the reputation back. Look, bro, they basically trying to say we're not a team that snuck into the playoffs, okay? We earned our way. And only way they're trying to do that, man, they want to go to Philadelphia and take back that L that they took because, man, Philadelphia put it on them in MetLife. Man, they embarrassed the Giants.
What was that, 40-something?
It was horrible, man. Yeah. They played like, like pure deep trash, But that's why I'm expecting the Giants to give a good effort. But like I said, I'm not banking on the Giants winning that game. It would be wonderful.
Yeah.
It would be wonderful. But I'm not banking on them winning. But we're more concerned about the Eagles' offensive players. They're Jalen. Hey, they damn a Hall of Fame tackle. All these things, man. There's building up on them right now.
Building up.
Is coming at a bad time, which I ain't crying spilled milk for them. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I hope the whole damn team hurt.
and that's where we are, Chris, because we're playing more games now too. Yeah. I mean, the seasons are long, man, and we've been hit with the injury bug, and we're still trying to make adjustments. Now they just had Sweat go down. I know somebody said, why are we talking about Philadelphia? Because how Philadelphia do this week probably helps us the following week. So that's why we're talking about this, because all this come into play. But even if Jalen Hurts does play this week, do you guys really think he's going to take off running again like he did before? I guarantee you, more than likely, he's going to sit in that pocket more than he will take off.
And that's another good thing, because Jalen he's not a pocket guy, so he's gonna have to adjust to that, and we're gonna see what he's really made of right there.
Well, think about it. Why RG3 ain't in the league right now?
RPOs.
That was really the only reason he's not in the league right now, because he wasn't big enough, and he was a running and throwing quarterback. Okay.
Yeah.
They laid that man out to rest in that playoff game.
So why you think Baltimore is falling like a rock? Because they running quarterback is hurt from running.
Yeah.
So you got to think about it. Like, you want a quarterback, or do you want that dual threat? Well, dual threats can actually hurt the
Wildcat.
Why you think Cam Newton went from here to straight down?
Mm-hmm.
He was a running quarterback. Bro, these are grown-ass men playing on that other side, and they bringing the pain every time they come. They don't care if you 6'5" or 6'1". They bringing it.
Yeah.
So you get what you asked for, bro. You want that dual threat. This ain't college, man. You may have a 5-star offense. Everybody on your team 5 stars, and the other team may have a bunch of 2 stars. They ain't grown men yet.
These grown men right here.
NFL, everybody 5-star athlete.
That damn right. Because it's not a sport anymore. It's a job. It's a career.
Grown man's. Hey, what the dude say on the movie ATL? It's grown man business. That's right. Grown man business.
And so, and here we are, man. We talking about Philadelphia, but then now come to find out Sweat went down. We don't know if he's gonna play this week. So again, hey, and this reason I say this, because, oh man, I was on my TikTok live, all these Eagle fans on here, and I went on live. What was it, Sunday afternoon? I couldn't get not one troll from the Eagle fan, because you know what? They know they got a problem. They got a problem. And then your quarterback is steady sitting here, and basically you guys don't know when he's coming back, how he's going to play when he does. So I would hate to be the Eagles right now, because, for you to be the number 1 team, you done dropped your 3rd loss. You got the number 1 seed, and then you're going, ooh.
All the pressure's on them now.
But check it out. What if they do get the first round bye? That's going to be, 5 weeks he's going to be off?
I got a question for the
No,
panel.
it's
I
not
got
that
a
long.
question for the panel. I got a
Oh,
question.
well, yeah,
I got
man.
a question. I got a question.
What's that?
All right. Remember, before Jalen got hurt, and of course the MVP talk and everything like that. And they always like to compare Dad's stats in the playoffs. What have Jalen Hurts ever done in the playoffs?
Nothing.
Not one thing, but get his ass
Nothing.
stomped in Tampa Bay, right?
Not roll.
So why
Not
all of a
roll.
sudden people automatically thought that he would be a bigger success in the playoffs over Dak Prescott? Okay, Dak Prescott is a quarterback. He's a quarterback. Okay, so
Yep.
my whole
Jalen
thing,
Hurts is a wildcat.
yeah. So Dak Prescott is better than David and Derek Carr right now. So it's put together. That's a shot at Rue. I just missed.
Yeah, I saw it. I ducked.
I was watching his expression. But
So you ain't going there with me today, Rue. You ain't going there with me.
We can if you want. I mean, we really can if you want. Like, if you really want to go there, I'll defend my take. I like, and what's great, what's so funny is that the Raiders did exactly what the Raiders do: up 10 and blew it. Because of play calling. We talk about play calling on this show every week. McDaniels is not a head coach. He never was, and he never will be.
Yeah.
Go back to
That's a whole different story, man. But can't say this about the Raiders. They got him a quarterback now.
Stop it. He had what? Jared Stidham? You gonna put it all on
I'm
Jared
just saying,
Stidham?
I mean,
Stop it. The man had one good game.
They told Derek Carr that he couldn't come to the game.
Stidham made it exciting.
Left. That's not even true. Derek left.
Did anybody think the Raiders even had that close of a chance? Man, we thought the Raiders were gonna get smashed. You see the Niners. You see the Niners took over their whole stadium. I'm like, no Raider fans. Raiders always go to their game. They didn't go to their own game, bro. They were done. They tapped out. Those came out there and played, bro.
I know it was a bunch of fights. I guarantee it was a bunch of fights because 49ers and Raiders, that's all they do is fight. We probably would have saw a better game looking in the stands and watching the fights than watching that darn game, man. But hey, y'all, let's look at this, man. So here's our chances, man. So here's how we can get the number one seed. Let's go through 1 through 5 and how we can get there real quick. So here's one way we can get the number one seed. Basically says Cowboy must win against Washington Commodores, and Eagles must lose to New York Giants, and 49ers must lose to Arizona, which we don't think that's going to happen unless
the Niners sit everybody.
I feel like that 2 seed is within reach.
It is,
but it gets to the point. It's like, do you want the Packers? Do you want?
It don't matter. It don't matter. We got to.
And I'm just curious. Like,
this is the first season where I'm like, I really don't care who we play. Like somebody said, they ain't the boogeyman no more.
No, hell with the boogeyman. Hell, we gonna be the damn boogeyman.
Yeah.
I almost cussed, but
I like that, Armando, because I'm with you, man. It don't matter. You still got to matter. You still got to beat whoever you put in front of you.
Damn right.
If it's the Niners first. Go ahead,
The 2 gives us the home seed. That's really what makes it more sweet for me than anything. You get that home because then because if they come in at the 5, there's a good likelihood that they're gonna have to travel throughout the entire playoff.
Oh yeah.
Whereas if they can sneak into that 2, if one of those 2 falls, that 2 would be really nice, and it would be really, really nice to hand. And really, the question was, who would you rather beat? Would you rather give Tom Brady his first loss against the Cowboys in the most crucial spot in the playoffs?
It could happen.
Would you rather stick it to Aaron Rodgers
at Lambeau
after all that nonsense, and now you snuck into the playoffs?
I don't know at Lambeau. Damn,
that takes you out. Like, I just don't know. I don't know which one would be sweet. I really don't, because I hate Aaron Rodgers with a passion. I really do. I don't.
Real quick. Okay. Once again, we've had so much bad luck in the playoffs. We got to prove it wherever we play.
You're damn right. That's it.
If it's on the road, I don't. Honestly, I'm like Armando. I don't give a shit where we play, bro. We got to win the damn game. Period. Ain't no more excuses. We can't have no more excuses, bro. We got
No,
to
it's just,
win.
yeah.
Okay, and we Cowboy fans, but we're realists also. Okay, of course, you want to be at home. But when the last time AT&T been at home field advantage for the Cowboys?
And we saw what happened here last year.
It really don't matter where we play. I always said the Cowboys play better on the road than they did at home. That's just my personal opinion. But
Right.
it really don't matter, man. So I don't give a damn how many scenarios y'all give me. Win the damn game. I don't give a damn.
So here it
Alaska.
I just want a scenario where I can go to Dallas one more time.
You see, maybe it's a selfish reason. Maybe that's it.
well, and here it is, guys.
I just want another home game. You know what I'm
And
saying?
it really is feasible, man, for us to reach this number 2 seed because all we have to do is beat Washington, and the Eagles have to lose. And with the win of 49ers over the Cardinals,
Who's
we move
playing
up to
for the
number 2.
Cardinals?
Just that
Is
simple.
Murray done?
Man,
Murray's
yeah, he's
done,
been
right?
done. He was done.
Yeah,
4 weeks ago.
Well, they're gonna get rid of Cliff Kingsbury. This is his last year. Him and Murray just does not get.
Right?
And is it Colt? Because it might not even be Colt.
No, it
Colt
was
McCoy.
somebody. Colt didn't play Sunday. It was somebody else played Sunday. I forget.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's how we can get the number 2, which, like I said, it is possible. It could happen.
I put like this. I want them to lose so Mondo can make a trip back to Dallas. Okay,
You
so
want who to lose?
I don't give a damn. So we can get the number
One
2.
of them two.
One of them. So Mondo have
one
an
of them.
excuse to get to Dallas.
Yeah, we definitely can. It's
Ideally,
feasible,
both of
man.
them, that'd be
So,
great.
so if we win and the Eagles lose, that automatically gives us the
The
number
East,
2.
right?
The 2.
Yeah, that gives us a 2 seed in the East.
The Niners got to lose for us to get the. Or not. No, the Niners and the Vikings got to lose to get.
No, not the
No,
Vikings.
not Vikings.
Not
Oh
the
yeah,
Vikings.
'cause we own the
Vikings is
tiebreaker.
wrong.
We own the tiebreaker over the Vikings.
Eagles and the
All
49ers have
we
to
need
lose.
is Eagles Niners.
Yeah,
It's got to be Eagles Niners.
Yeah.
But and then the thing is, it's so weird because like if Seattle, because Seattle's in the 7th seed now, but if they win, they can still get knocked out if Green Bay beats the Lions. And if the Lions win, it don't matter. They ain't getting in no matter what. And it's just like, damn, after all that, they ain't
Lions.
getting in.
I mean,
I'm like,
Lions look pretty damn good though. I like
hey,
the Lions.
The Lions came together at tail end of this season, started stringing
really
together
did.
some wins.
Well,
I'll
what
tell you
hurt
what,
the
they were
Lions
in most of the games they played.
What hurt the Lions when they lost to Carolina?
Yeah,
Carolina kicked their
that
butt.
one hurt.
Yeah, that hurt them. So
Yeah.
even though they kicked butt Sunday, it was all a means to an end. You can't do nothing about it now. So
Yeah, Buzz say if Mondo goes, I'm going.
I mean,
We that crown
Yeah.
apple.
Yeah.
oh Lord, yeah, he did have that crown up at the tailgate. Oh my God, I can't believe
So here's Felicia. God, does it really matter who we play? What really matters is we do win.
Gary, why she sound like that? Gary, why she sound like that?
why you gotta do that?
I know her. I know her. That's my administrator. Does it really matter who? She get ready to respond. Watch. Does it really matter who we play? What
And
really
she
matters is
shoulders
who
like that
we
too.
win. Yeah,
And she
yeah,
was-
man. Yeah, well, look. So I already know I'm gonna get some kickback because we lose to teams we shouldn't, and she's right about that. We do lose to teams that we shouldn't, and going to this darn Titan game, man. I mean, damn, I don't know about y'all. I was like, what the crap happened? We come out in the icy whites, and we sitting up here flossing with the white helmets. Hey, now, and let me say this here. And I know this is what's going to bring up the conversation. So, a lot of us been talking about the Deion Sanders deal. Some of us say, well, Deion Sanders should have stayed at the HBCU, and some say that Deion Sanders should have took the money and ran. Same thing with this game that we played against the Titans. Some of us is going to look at it, a win is a win. Some of us going to look at it as there's something wrong with our offense. So that is the conversation. Because you have some that's saying, hey, okay, it's a win. Good grief. Why are we talking? But then you have some that's saying, man, why did we play like we played? Why did we play? Which, personally, me, I thought we was going to hang 40, and I think we all thought we were going to hang 35, 40 points, and it didn't happen. So Rue, how did you feel about that game on Thursday night, man?
I feel like the defense showed up. I feel like the defense did exactly what they were supposed to do. And it was a game that was on a short week against a team that you knew you could beat no matter how you played. And that's really the truth, because they brought out their practice squad players out there. Let's be honest. And we still hung up 27 points. That's the bottom line. We hung up 27 points and we covered a 12.5-point spread, or 13, 13.
Well, yeah.
We covered a 13.5-point spread on a short week after a very close, very long, very emotional game against a division rival. And this game really didn't mean much of nothing. Like, it was just like, hey, we just got to play this game. We got to win this game, go home with a win, and get out of here. Get in Tennessee, get out of Tennessee, get in, get out, let's go. And that's what it was.
Yeah.
And we can't overreact, because at this point, like, none of this is going to matter in 2 weeks. None of this is going to matter at all in 2 weeks. And hopefully, if we get lucky, it will be 3.
Yeah.
If we get lucky. Well, we need a big one for that one. But the bottom line is, man, this is not going to matter in 2 weeks. And don't take it. Just take it for what it is. Dak hasn't played the cleanest football all season long, but it hasn't stopped us from winning, because the pieces around us are good enough to do their job when it matters the most. And they showed you that against a team that really hung around for a while and just played some dirty ass football and got there and got it done and got it accomplished. And that's really all you can take from this win, because it's just going to be a game that's forgotten about here pretty soon.
Listen at this, and before we move on, 21 Mondo, look at this. So Abe was at the game. He said, I was at the Tennessee game. They were flat on the sideline as if they were bored. A Mike McCarthy problem. So here's the problem, man. The motivation. The motivation, one thing I've listened to some of Mike McCarthy motivationals. It's like, dude, is that all you got? But and maybe that is Mike McCarthy's job to motivate him. But as Abe was saying, that they were flat on the sideline as if they were bored. I don't know what that means or whatever, but 21 Mondo, what do you think, man?
I think the whole game, I think it was kind of like that, like flat. We were watching the game, but a good point that Rue brought up is that we just came from a hard game, a division game. We put up a 40 burger against the number one offense or defense in the league, which was the Eagles. We put up a 40 burger on them, and then to go right away on a Thursday on a short week and play the Titans. Yes, they're depleted, but you guys have to remember, we're America's team. And any team that plays us, that's their Super Bowl. So they're trying to win it. Any team that plays the Cowboys, that's like, if they win, that's their Super Bowl. So, we had it was a short week. We looked flat, but we got the dub, So, do we need some fixing on that offense? Yes.
Yeah. I guess I think what you're saying is about the situational situation play calling, I guess. And that was what you got, Rube, before I go to Chris. What you got?
Listen, this is the month of December. Let's not forget about that. This is one of the hardest times of the year to play football for these NFL teams. The Dallas Cowboys are 4-1 in December. That used to be a big problem around here, if y'all don't remember. I know y'all remember, but a lot of people in these comments, a lot of people talking about these Cowboys are forgetting about how bad it used to be around here in December. This team is 12-4 again for the second year in a row. That hasn't happened in a while, man. That hasn't happened in a while. And I'll tell you this, the Achilles heel has got to be the coaching with this team. If I got to call it on anything, it's the coaching. And y'all are absolutely right when you talk about the motivation and whatever else, because a lot of times, man, I try to figure out what McCarthy really does for this franchise, because he doesn't call plays. He's the offensive guy who doesn't call plays. He doesn't make decisions when it comes down to there's all these moments, and it's like every time that it does come up, it's like one of those moments where it's like, man, really? That's the call right there? And especially on these long fourth downs on our own side of the ball. Like it's a consistent thing that just keeps on coming up. And it's just like, let's not forget that we're 4-1 in December. That's all I can really think about right now. And that's what I'm trying to hold on to. And the fact that this team is really starting to gel. And I think I might have been wrong about T.Y. Hilton, because I really thought, hey, man, one catch, 50-yard pass, like, don't overreact. It was a great play, but Slay was sleeping, like, don't overreact. And that's what I'm thinking in my mind. But now I'm like, man, this dude, like, really came back and, like, came off the couch like, hey, man, I'm ready. I was never on the couch. Like, I've been sitting on the bench, like, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
Yeah.
T.Y. showed up. And it's
Chris,
like,
maybe you can answer this. Felicia College, she says it is not It is not capital NOT. McCarthy job to motivate the players. They need to motivate and fire each other up. If they know someone is not doing their job, then get in their face and call them out. Hell, well, that's what they're not doing. What do you think, Chris?
Well, I got to address a lot of things because of what Armando and Ruth said, and you and Felicia, Miss Felicia. I'll never forget. I'll never talk about you and move my shoulders like Gary did, and I'm still offended for you. Okay. Number one, I'm gonna address a couple things. I love the icy whites on Thursday. Wish they wear the white helmets more often. And this is a pet peeve of mine, Cowboy fans. When we wear white, why are we always in blue jerseys as fans? I never understood that. No other teams in the world do that. Nobody other teams but the Cowboy fans. I always wear the road jerseys when we a white team. What a white. I never forget. Anyway, that's just a little pet peeve. I just want to shoot that out there.
I think because we're so used to wearing the blue jersey.
No. That's all y'all can afford was the blue jersey. Anyway, let's go to the.
That's not right, Chris.
I apologize.
Hey, man.
Gary, I apologize. Rue, I apologize.
Everybody don't got 12 jerseys like you.
Hey, Armando got more than I do.
Okay.
So
hats, not jerseys.
I beg to differ on that too, player. Anyway. So basically, let's go back to the game Thursday, really. Okay. I think a lot of the miscues on offense was really built on our offensive line. We gave up 7 sacks to the Tennessee Titans. Yep. Okay, when our center went out, okay, and got hurt, and they had to do this massive haul and put Peters at tackle and move Tyler into guard, which I think they should put Peters at guard and left Tyler at tackle. And I thought that would have been a better outcome. And it just seemed like both of them were on skates the whole night. It's just a term where big people move people easily, look like they're on skates. The Cowboys offensive line looked like they were on skates when the center got hurt. Okay, because when they did the moving around, it just seemed like the whole line wasn't comfortable. So Dak was running for his life again. Now, for you Dak haters, yes, he threw that interception. It was totally Dak's fault. Okay, because y'all know I'm the biggest Dak supporter on the show. Okay, it was his fault. It was a bad read. He shouldn't have never threw that crap. Okay, but one thing you can't appreciate about the Cowboys, and especially your leader Dak Prescott, he got his stuff together. Okay, he got it together, and when we needed to score to take the lead, he went down there and did what he's supposed to. Got it to our tight end, scored a touchdown, and basically. I don't think we kind of took control after that, but we did enough to win the game just because I always say the Cowboys play so down to their competition, and it's so frustrating. But we got out of there. You know, the famous saying, a win is a win. Right now, yeah, because exactly what Ruth said, we're 12-4 for the second time in 2 years. We're 4-1 in December. Cowboy fans, we really can't nitpick right now. Now, when we get in the playoff game,
little different story then.
You know, it's hey, G, all hands on deck, no excuses.
No,
it's time to roll. Okay, but the Titan game, I think it was mostly because the performance of the offensive line has really declined. And you know how we was talking about the Eagles got people hurt? We got a lot of people hurt too. And it's very obvious when we drop back to pass, okay. We showed missing Terrence Steele over there. Now all of a sudden, you know, we without our center, the Irish, and you know, and they had to, you know, mix and match, and it don't work, man, because offensive line is such a performance dance, a choreographed dance. Okay, a lot of people never played that position of the mean and the big fella. Hey, it's a true dance of 300-pounders moving at once. And if y'all ain't dancing together, everything can just, you see the synchronized swimming, you know how everybody looks so pretty? The one girl is off, the whole thing look bad, right?
Right.
If one person, that's all it is, offensive line. So I'm really concerned right now about the offensive line play. we need to get healthy, man, or get some kind of a structure there. So whoever's there, man, they're doing their job and doing it properly.
Yeah, and that's a good point too, Chris. But I really think what they're going to do, they're going to keep McGovern because it's been told that Tyler Biadasz has a high ankle sprain. That is the problems, which he did come back out. Yeah, he came back on the sideline with a boot on, so he was walking. So we know it wasn't an ACL because I didn't know what it was. He got folded up pretty good. So it is a high ankle sprain. We don't know what that looks like. Maybe he'll be ready to play off. Who knows? But I really think like you have McGovern at the center position, which he's going to have.
He played well.
He did. Yeah, he did good. He did really good. But I think they need to go back to allowing Tyler to play the outside and slide Peters back to the inside. I think that because they started. I don't know why that coach didn't. The offensive line coach didn't. Hey, Peters plays better and it's less responsibility. Yeah. He's an old guy, 41. He got a lot of space to cover out there on the outside of the tackle. So we might see that, but I'm hoping that's what's going to take place. But yeah, it was. But again, overall, Chris, they did pretty well to get through that game with a last minute adjustment like that. You know what I mean?
It gave you kind of the creeps a little bit because you don't want number 4 to be hurt. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you figure with all those veterans also on other than Tyler, with all those veterans, you think they would play a little better against I call them the Texans, the Titans. They're the same thing. They're both Houston teams. Anyway, I thought they would perform better. But I just don't anything, man. I don't need number 4 hurt. I don't give a damn how many interceptions he's throwing. He winning the damn games.
Yeah. So okay, but that's only for football, Buzz. I'm older than 41, so that's only for football. But anyway, so let me ask you guys before we move on to this Washington situation. So guys, we're at 14 interceptions, and how do we fix that? I mean, we can't go in postseason doing this. But I keep hearing McCarthy and Dak say we have to be resilient, as if it happened, and I'm glad we got past it. But sometimes you have to address the problem. Is that not true? I mean, even though if I win a game, I still have to go back to that tape to find out how can we fix this. I can't say, well, it happened. Well, I'm glad we got past. Let's move on. And that's why McCarthy. It's like that's what he talks about it. Well, we got to stay resilient. What happened, and let's move on. So, should we address the issue? Do we try to come up with a solution to put Dak in a better position to be a better player or be more successful? Or do we just continue to be resilient and say, well, that's a game in the past and move on? I mean, what do you think, Armando?
I mean, it's a tough number. Dak's interceptions are getting up there, but I do like the word resilient just because we saw that pick against the Eagles. A lot of us were like, God, it's over. But he has to be resilient. He has to be able to say, you know what, that's it. It happened. Let's get to it. And we saw what happened when he got to it. He led us back. He got us back in the game. So, but I think there has to be some sort of fixing because what is it since he's came back? How many interceptions since he came back?
13.
Ain't it 9 since he come back?
Yeah, 9 right since he came back.
Damn. It's been 9 since he's come back.
13.
Is it more than 9?
He only played one game against Tampa Bay. He threw one pick.
Okay, so that's
14. So 13.
Damn.
Hey, the math don't lie, don't rule. Shit. Hey, 12 games, 13 picks. Yeah.
So, Chris, if that's the case, how do we fix this? Because that's your boy. How do we fix the fact?
Thank you for coming for me before you go to Rule, because Rule gonna kill me. I know he is. So I'm ready. Let me get mine out the way so he can go ahead.
Honestly, Chris, I might surprise you today.
Okay, I'm just in case. Let me get mine out the way, Gary, before he ripped me apart. Okay. All right. I love number 4. I love number 4 because number 4. No, he's not only my quarterback. He's doing something, man, that I always want our quarterback to be. He is the leader. Okay. He takes responsibility. I effed up and let's go fix this. A la the Eagles game. Okay. I effed up. A la the Tennessee game. Let's go fix this. Okay. Now, he's throwing unusual amount of picks because we're so used to Dak not turning the ball over. Okay. Yep. We're used to that. That's the problem because we're used to it. Okay. Mm-hmm. So since he's doing it now, we're trying to come up with a solution to me. It's not a problem because the picks when he throwing them ain't in crucial times. Okay. Because at the end of the game, he ain't throwing picks. Okay. So to me, when that last half of the game, that's when he the most focused to me. Okay. So to me, let's just be more consistent in the first half. Okay. And I think we'll be better, but like I say, a lot of these 13 picks, we can go back and break it down. A lot of them, and over half of them was not his fault. Okay. But we're not going to even play that not his fault game. It's still on his stat line, right? It's still on his stat line, right? So if the Cowboys lose the game, it's still on his stat line, right? Like I say, I try not to make up too many excuses. I just try to attack people back when they say he's not a good quarterback. Okay. Dak threw interceptions that should not have happened. Okay. We're used to him controlling the ball. It is not doing it. But I think that's more or less the Cowboys are giving him more free reign to do things that he normally don't do. Go ahead, Rue. You can go ahead and rip the big fella apart.
Well, let's just put it like this. For me, after everything that I've seen this season, for me, this is more about undisciplined, uncoached football than it is about anything. Because like you said, half those interceptions, quote unquote, really don't fall on the quarterback. If we go through interception by interception by interception, for what we see, happen on the play, you can't always put it on the quarterback. Do they fall on him on the stat line? Absolutely. Should they? Yes, it is what it is. That's how the game is played. But this is the youngest receiving core that Dak Prescott's ever had in his entire career. When he walked into the league, he walked into a locker room that was ready to go to the Super Bowl with Tony Romo. Like, that team was built for Tony Romo, that offensive line, the run game, the receivers around it. Like, everything was built for Tony to go out and have another 13-3 year and go win and go have a championship run and make a Super Bowl. Obviously, what happened. Dak had his rookie season. It's all history from there. But the bottom line is, this is the youngest receiving core. We've had so many situations where guys are in the wrong spot. Guys aren't where they're supposed to be. And it's slowly starting to get better. 5 weeks ago, I feel like we were having a conversation about CeeDee Lamb even being the number 1 receiver. He is. That's that guy. So we've seen that, hey, after this year of chemistry, considering the fact that your quarterback has missed 5 games, they're finally starting to get it together. I mean, CD's gone over 100 the last 3. So it's like CD and Dak are starting to click. That's starting to work. Everything's starting to move. But the coaching hasn't changed. The play calling hasn't changed. I'm still seeing flea flickers and reverses. The Achilles heel to this team forever and will always be its coaching staff. It's play calling. I don't understand how you can do it for so long with Cooper Rush, because look at the Eagles. The Eagles can't do anything without Jalen Hurts, and Jalen's not even like that great. Which it's like, is it just in your heads? Like, what even happened to you guys? Like, I really didn't expect what we got out of the Eagles, but we're not talking about them. We're on us. The truth is, I just don't get it why this coordinator and this coaching staff is such a Jekyll and Hyde thing of itself, because it's like, we want consistent play. And I get it, because there's people in the comments screaming that they want consistent play out of this offense. And I understand it, because we don't get it. We get games like we did against Tennessee, even though I feel like they may be one of those exceptions to the rule just because of the kind of week that it was. These guys are human at the end of the day, but there's other examples like the Jaguars, that game that you just shouldn't have lost, but you did. And it's like, but if we look at it big picture, how many games this year did you look at the Cowboys and go, man, normally they lose that game, don't win that game, and we won? I mean, it's been a consistent battle between mismanaged play and this coaching staff where it's like, this is it. This is the Achilles heel. I'm really torn about what I even want because I don't believe in this coaching staff. If anything's going to cost us anything, it's going to be this coaching staff. It's going to be the play calling. That's what it's going to fall on. The players got to play. But Dak, the reason I go back to him is because, man, dude, this is 7 year. This is year 7. I know it's
year 7.
Year 6,
that's
but
true.
damn it, this is year 7. This is your team now. The only 2 players that are older than you are Hall of Famers at this point, Tyron and Zach. And it's like, bro, you're the quarterback, so they got your back. Take it over. Take it away from him. Do something, because that's what Tony started doing. We started seeing a whole nother thing when Tony started doing stuff like that. But it was just like, you're trapped behind this coaching staff, and really it's the discipline. These receivers and these tight ends, they're young, but they got to be where they're supposed to be at those right times at the right moments. And in these next 2 weeks, that has to completely 180 change because you can't make any mistakes. It's a game of millimeters at that point. It ain't even inches anymore.
I agree.
And you're right. And your receivers have to help you. I mean, you if you know you need 1 extra yard for a first down, get past the first down marker. Don't cut it short. And we've seen a lot of it. We've seen Dalton Schultz. He cut a rat off early, or he doesn't look back when he needs to, or we see Michael Gallup, cut soft on a route when he should have cut hard on a route. So yeah, it's a little bit of all of it, with the play calling, with the route running of the receivers. Again, like these are, like you say, Rue, these receivers are young. They are young, but they're going to have to grow up fast.
Truth be told, it's one thing to be the nice guy, which Dak is. Dak is the nice guy. Nice guy.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to be that guy. He can be that guy. He's done things on that field to be that guy. It's like, bro, take it over. You don't have to be so PC all the time. Like, just do you and just take it over.
You want that Troy Aikman moment on the sideline.
Damn right. That's what I say.
I'm saying, like, it has to come.
That's right.
This is his team. Yeah. This is his team. This is his baby. This if it's not, you can't say stuff like that. But at this point, man, it either is or it ain't. It's time to take it over.
Here's 2 good comments, man. 2 good comments right here. Abe said, we don't need to be happy about being 4-1 in December after 26 years of mediocrity. We need to demand perfection from this team. And that's true. And we have to. It's time. NFC is wide open. It's no reason why we can't make the big dance. And the only person that controls our destiny is us. So I agree what he's saying, 26 years, and there's no elite teams out there. But again, we have to do what's needed in order to get where we're trying to go. What are you going to say, Rue?
The season comes in steps. Everybody wants to go into the playoffs what? Hot. Why are the Giants still playing their players? Because they want wins stacked up getting into the playoffs. They want to feel good. They want to look good. Look good, feel good, play good, right?
That momentum.
You want that swing getting in there. Winning in December matters. Look at the Eagles. They lose next week too, which is a really big possibility. How good do you feel if you're an Eagles fan going into the playoffs with 3 straight losses? You don't feel good about that. Whether you get the bye or not, which you won't if you have those 3 straight losses. It changes things. There's 3 parts of this season. Colin Cowherd said this shit like a week ago or whatever. It's like, and he's right. Because teams that win in December carry on and win in January. Remember how many times, I feel like when it just last season, something kind of back-ended it for us. We just kind of locked our way in because of somebody else. I get it. It's nothing to cheer about. It's not like we're over here like, yeah, we won the Super Bowl. We're 4-1 in December. That's not what I'm saying. There's steps to this. Being 4-1 in December matters. I'd rather be 4-1 than 2-3. or 1-3.
Okay, big fella, what do you think about this comment?
In the words of the great Tom Landry, you want to streak into the playoffs. Okay. Hey, but I'm with you. I'm not celebrating. I mean, because right now the big fella's at a point. Keep winning. I don't. Me and Armando already said I don't give a damn who we play. Keep winning. I don't give a damn where we play. Keep winning. I don't give a damn how many interceptions he throw. If that final W is on our side, keep winning.
Keep winning.
Because we've already established this in this show. Ain't no more excuses, Cowboys.
No more talk.
Ain't no more excuses. You got everything you need. Okay. Other than number 2 in Cleveland, I said I wouldn't bring it up again, but I did. I'm sorry. We got it. Okay. We got everything we need. Hey, Tony Pollard don't need to play the rest of the season either until the playoffs. I don't give a damn. Sit over there and look pretty. I don't care. Sit there. Okay. Matter of fact, it's a few people on the team to me don't even need to play Sunday, but it's cool. All right, if they do, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. But man, let's streak into the playoffs, man. I'm a Cowboy fan, and I ain't got no more excuses. I ain't got no more excuses for us. When people ask me questions like this, I have no more excuses. My team got to prove it. Don't believe me. It will be videos made with the big fella saying that. There's no more excuses for us.
It's not. No more talk. I mean, this is where we're playing for all the marbles. Damn it. It's not about, well, because it was windy and I didn't bring my marbles. You better bring your marbles. You better pack your lunch because we already know what's down the road. You know what's down that damn alley. So why even bring a knife to a gunfight? You know what you finna face. So then again, just like Felicia Collins says, and she said, are they even watching tapes? And I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. But I know what she's saying as far as the mistakes, the miscues, and things like that. But we know where we are now. So with that being said, here we are moving on to Washington. Armando. So how you looking at that game? I mean, they said Tyler Heineke or whatever his name is. Heineke. And they brought Wentz in and Wentz threw 3 interceptions. That team is football.
Let's be happy that our coach knows that, where we're at in the playoffs. And because Mr. Ron Rivera didn't know they can get eliminated, and they got eliminated. That was crazy. That was crazy to me that he didn't even know they, but I think this Washington game, we gotta win it. We gotta win it because we have stuff on the. Obviously, we're in the playoffs. We know that. We know we're in the playoffs. But we win, Eagles lose. So we gotta take care of our end. So
right.
And I'm with Chris. If we sit some players out, okay, I wouldn't mind it. But if we don't, okay, I do expect if we're putting a whooping on these Commanders, these Redskins, whatever you want to call them, I would expect to see Mr. Rush out there. So we'll see about that.
Damn, don't say that because we thought we were gonna see him in the Titan game. So let's just not even bring that up. Damn.
They got a little extra rest on this one.
Yeah. What do you think, Chris?
Say, man,
this Cowboy and Commander game.
That's hilarious, man. First of all, y'all know my son a Commander fan, right? Y'all know it.
Facts.
Man, that's right.
Came over to watch the game, and the week before when was it the Rams? Who were they playing? Anyway, whoever they were playing the week before, and he was like, "Man, we just need to put in Wentz. Why not?" Soon as they put in Wentz, he was like, "What the hell was I thinking?"
Yeah, I don't know what they. I just that.
Guys, if y'all can't hear this, I'll stop it and I'll just talk about it. I want y'all to listen to something. Now, I just want to make sure if y'all can hear it, just
put it to the mic.
I am. Give me a second. Can y'all hear this? You can't hear it? Okay, hold on.
I tell it straight, and you got to tell it straight.
Can you hear it?
This is the type of loss that in a strong organization, everything is on the table following this. You may have to completely clean house after a loss like this against a team that is already eliminated from the playoffs that just wins this game from start to finish. You make a change at quarterback. Listen, Heineke ain't Joe Namath, all right? But they were competitive. You go to Carson Wentz, who looks god-awful in the first quarter. 2 first-half interceptions. 0 spark. I don't know the final numbers because I had to run down here, but they were on path for their worst offensive performance since week 6, which I don't think coincidentally was also Carson Wentz's last start. So just making that decision to go from Heineke to Wentz, somebody's got to own that, and that somebody's Ron Rivera. And then you can criticize a billion other things, both coordinators. Scott tried to establish the run. I mean, Robbie's got the ball a ton.
So I'm gonna stop it there. But y'all get the gist, right?
Yeah.
People in Washington are pissed. Okay, and
They should be.
They're pissed because they had the opportunity to make the playoffs. If they just went out and they're playing a team who basically don't even care anymore. The Browns, they don't care. They're just trying to give Deshaun Watson some time on the field.
Gave Watson his best game of the season,
bro. So if I'm a Skin fan, I'm sorry, it's just a bad habit, guy. Commander fan. If I'm a Commander fan, I am so livid right now. I want not only if I want my owner to sell the team, you got to fire the coach. I want to move from Landover. Let's move it back to DC. Everything got to change because, dude, that organization, right now is at a shambles. And it starts front office, at the locker room, on the field, the head coach. Everything is terrible.
I saw the tribute to Sean Taylor, right?
Oh, and then that was an insult, dude. I'm not even saying that's an insult to that man's legacy. You give a uniform out there. You put
tell everybody what happened because everybody didn't see
it. Go ahead, Armando.
They introduced. If you guys don't know who Sean Taylor is, Sean Taylor was one of their Hall of Famers. When he passed away, what was it during the season? I believe.
Yeah, it was in the off season. He got burglarized. Yeah, when he got
burglarized, and but they did a tribute to him. They did 2 tributes to him. First of all, and the first one you had Jackson Mahomes dancing all over his number and stuff like that. So
what
about that? Jackson Mahomes doing TikToks and stuff on top of his number. So that was the first
standing behind it and stuff like.
Yeah, they had it was bad, and then they had the statue. Everybody thought they were gonna have this nice bronze statue of Sean Taylor. Bro, they had a mannequin with soccer cleats on. I don't even think they had a Nike jersey. They had an Adidas soccer.
It was the wrong jersey. It was the wrong uniform for when he
not
played.
Even the right jersey.
Yeah.
And the pants didn't match.
No,
the pants didn't match. It was completely wrong. Like everything about it was wrong.
This organization is like Chris said, in shambles everywhere, all around, from management to the players, and I actually feel that dude what he was saying. Everybody needs to,
because the guy that I was playing, he's a on the field reporter for the Commanders. He works for the Commanders. He works for them, bro. If your on the field reporter is saying about the team he works for,
he's fed up.
Oh my God, dude! When I heard it, I sent it to my son, and he say, "I already heard it." He said, "I already," because he subscribes to everything that they get, right? Yeah. He say, "I already heard it." He say, "I'll see you Sunday. I'll be over Sunday." He's not even
excited. And you know what that leads to? I basically think these players at the points after realizing what just took place, it's like here we are out here balling out week in and week out, and our coach is doing this, and then the front office is making mockery or getting this shit wrong on Sean Taylor. I'm thinking they're probably fit. They just want to go home now.
Yeah.
So you might not see 100% from these players on Sunday. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Now I'm in the mode just because we're playing at the same time as Philly. I'm still in the mode maybe playing Cooper. I may play Cooper, because it don't mean nothing to Washington, and I don't want them to get my number 4 hurt.
Well, and that's cool.
But I talk about that real quick.
Yeah. Hopefully, if we can put up 30-something points right off the back, man, then we pull them starters out. But I really want to see our starters get in there and just do what they need to do. I don't.
Get some momentum going into this
Yeah,
season.
get some momentum and just get back on track, man. And then maybe pull them out and let the backups do their thing. But so yeah, it's just something that we'll have to see. So let's get right on to this, man. We're a little bit after 8 o'clock, but let's get in here and let's do this prediction, man. And after hearing that, damn, y'all.
But one thing is, we're the Cowboys, so everybody comes to play the Cowboys. So we still gotta not take it lightly because we saw what happened with the Jags. Everybody thought we were gonna go in there and put a whooping on these, and what happened.
Yeah, and what can we really say that the Jags are that bad?
They're not.
Jags are playing for. Jags are
right now. They're a playoff team.
Yeah. So we want to call them. We should beat them, but they're working. So So all right, Rue, let's start with you, brother. What is your prediction on this game come Sunday?
Man, I'll tell you what. Just want it to be a clean one. Just a nice, clean game. They've had extra time to get ready for this game. They played Thursday, so they've had the extra rest. And this is really a home away from home because even during the preseason, they hang our banner on their stadium. So I'm gonna go with 27-7. Cowboys win.
Okay. Dallas Cowboy Chris.
Well, been in that stadium many times. If you guys hadn't ever been to FedEx, it's a different experience when you see half the stadium in blue. I'm still working on a Cowboy Huddle field trip to Washington. If they play in the middle of the season next year, we all going. And I think we'll have a wonderful time because y'all will enjoy see all these Cowboy fans in D.C. Look, my prediction, I'm always going to pick 30 because we average 30. Cowboys 30-10 Cowboys.
Oh, wow. Okay. Rue, what you got?
No, it's a Mondo.
I'm a Mondo.
Given the fact that it's still a divisional game, I feel like everybody comes and plays the Cowboys. We're hated like that. Like Chris says, I get it wrong all the time. So I say the Skins, but they hate us. We hate them.
Yep.
You guys saw last year what happened with these benches. So I'm actually thinking it's gonna be a little bit closer. I'm gonna go with 27-20 Cowboys.
Okay. Guy, we got to report this real quick. Breaking news, man. Major stuff on Monday Night Football. Hamlin from the Bills made a tackle, then collapsed. They were doing CPR, man.
I was just about to ask somebody to tell me what the hell is going on this screen in front of me, bro.
I know it. We got
the ambulance been on the field for forever. I was like, bro, what happened?
No, I got the TV on.
People can say what they want to say about football players, saying they're overpaid, but damn it, this is what they do. They damn near put their life online to entertain us. So from the Cowboy Huddle, we definitely want to send our prayers to the family, to the team, and everyone that's involved, man. Hopefully this turns out into something positive. But here's also Abe said the same thing. He said that CPR is performed on Bills player tonight. Sad moment, very, very bad moment. Ambulance rushed to the field. Please pray for the pro athlete Jamar Hamlin.
Wow.
Okay, guys.
That's crazy.
All right, we're going to end it on
that. He just collapsed.
Well, he made a tackle. He made a tackle, and then he collapsed. So, okay, guys. On that note, we appreciate everybody being a part of this channel, and make sure you hit the like button and share, guys. And like we always say, doesn't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. So let's make it happen. Dallas Cowboys.
Little Peaches Cowboys.
Yes, sir.
Cowboys.
Hulk smash.